Morning, folks. This is the first of the Moebius Adventures morning loops. I'm just going to talk a little bit about what's going on with Moebius Adventures and hopefully generate some conversation, I guess. Let's see how this works. So, the idea is, lately, if you've been to the Moebius Adventures site, although we've released a whole bunch of products over the last couple of years that are system neutral and basically meant to help move that so I'm looking at it, so that we're looking at the gaming from a GM perspective and improving creativity and providing creativity aids so that you can roll a few dice, come up with a prompt, and maybe come up with some ideas that you hadn't come up with before. Well, one of the issues has been describing how to use that in play, not in play, but in practice, I guess. And recently, this month, I've been doing the 31 Days of Halloween. So we've come up with a different vignette every day generated through the use of one of the previous products that we've already put together. And that's been great. I've had a lot of fun doing that so far. We're at day 24 and we're motoring right along. We've encountered a few hiccups here and there as far as sometimes rolling things that don't make any sense at the time, and that's been a challenge to overcome, and I love that challenge. That's part of the fun of coming up with these writing challenges. So recently, in the last 3 days, I saw that there was a map from Heroic Maps, a haunted mansion, and this is a beautiful map, 3 floors, actually 4 if you include the attic, detailed to the nth degree, lots of things on the walls, lovely little attributes and items and all sorts of details that you can kind of build an adventure around. So what I've started to do was started at the front door on the main level, describing that using brick by brick a couple of days ago. Yesterday we went into the front hallway and described that a little bit using some of the bits and pieces that were in that entryway and where we could possibly go. And today we went into the first room on the right from the entryway, which we led into with a lovely blood trail, because blood, you know, that always means fun and frivolity, right? So so we're in there, and today we talked about a product that hasn't been written, or there's draft written, but I haven't published it yet, called Spark 50 Corpses. And you can come up with some different ideas for how a corpse got to be there, and I got to use that, which was kind of cool. So if you're interested in learning more about corpses, I think I'm going to expand on that particular idea a little bit, and we'll see how far we get. But the challenge so far this month has been awesome. I've really enjoyed coming up with these little writing prompts. At the end of the 31 days, so we've only got a week left, we will, I will pull all of those prompts together and put them in a product that will be available sometime in November. So I may do this again in a few months. I don't know whether I will adapt it to other topics. I really like horror and fantasy, so I may try to go with something a little more fantastic next time. To see how genre can change, or maybe we'll go into the modern world. I think that could actually be interesting too, and see how some of the products that may have been more fantasy or horror flavored can be adapted towards different genres. The idea is to demonstrate how some of these products could be used in your own games to hopefully come up with some different ideas that you may not have come up with before. Your imagination is full of stuff, and it's all about connections. So if you throw a few dice, you come up with a collection of words in a particular context, coming up with the connections between that, your brain will automatically figure out what are the connections and how does all of this stuff go together. So utilizing that, your muse and your creative spirit is a great way to get that writing going. So that's about all that's going on right now. I'm hoping to release a product this weekend. It depends, it's the last weekend of soccer for my two daughters, so we'll see how that works. And then I'll have a couple of month break before they start up again and do indoor. So if you're a parent and you have kids in sports, I feel your pain. Anyway, hope all is well. If you're ever interested in hanging out with me, I'm going to try and do these maybe once a week. We'll see how this works. If I come up with more ideas, maybe we'll just go off the cuff more frequently. If you want to participate, let me know, and we'll invite you on, and we can have a brief video chat, and you can be part of the process. If you ever have any questions, please drop me a message, either through the YouTube channel or through the blog, or wherever you can get a hold of me, on Twitter, Facebook, Google+. I'm on all of it and trying to pay attention. So give me a holler, and in the meantime, good gaming. Have a great week and a wonderful weekend. We'll talk to you soon.